Hey friends, a really quick tip if you're using Shure microphones. I just recently had an experience I thought I'd pass on, and I broke a microphone, and so I'm hoping that I can pass this experience on and prevent that from happening to you. I've also seen this exact same thing happen with bands over the years. So I've got a Beta 58 right here. It's a pretty typical Shure vocal mic, good mic. And I went to disconnect the cable from it, and the cable didn't disconnect. Instead, it pulled the connector out of the bottom of the mic, and I broke a wire, which I had to resolder. And that's easily avoided by just making sure that the connector in the bottom of the mic is nice and firm and not having any play or looseness in it, because that can loosen up over time and after a lot of shows of, connecting and disconnecting the mic. And it's really easy to tighten up if notice that the thing's been getting a bit on the loose side. So just get a small screwdriver, like a jeweler's screwdriver, and insert it into the hole that's above that connector, which has a screw in it. Turn it clockwise a little bit to snug it up so it's nice and tight, and you should notice that the connector in the bottom of the microphone then doesn't have any more play or wiggle in it, and it's nice and firm. And so just check out the bottoms of your microphones and make sure that those connectors are nice and firm. If they're have any looseness in them, you probably want to tighten them up before they get worse. I think this is a pretty universal connection setup that Shure uses on their microphones. I've seen it on standard 58s and Beta 58s and their Beta 52 kick drum mics, and so I think it's a pretty common scheme that they use. So if you're using Shure mics, it's real easy to tighten up those connectors, and I think it's actually a pretty clever method of assembling the product so that you can get into it and service it pretty easily as well. At any rate, just a real quick tip. Put a jeweler's screwdriver into your gig toolkit so that you can take care of this issue if it arises for you. Hope that's useful. I hope you are encouraged to subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button up there. I'd also advise you to hit the bell icon so that YouTube will notify you of new content if it comes down. And I look forward to having you join me on another episode of Sound Advice. I hope you have great gigs, my friends, and I hope that Shure microphones serve you as well as they serve me. Take care.